It is my privilege to introduce to you our guest of honor and speaker. Let us all welcome the officer in charge, Schools Division Superintendent of the Department of Education Division of Northern Samar, Dr. Gaudencio Aljibe Jr. Sir.
Mapay nga aga yung tanan. I am so glad and I feel like being elated, by the invitation. Though I am just a few weeks old in the Division of Northern Samar as the new Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Northern Samar, but it feels like I am in my own home. By the way, I was formerly the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent of Northern Samar Division way back 2019. However, because of our journey into our career and the profession itself, I was transferred to Borongan City in order for me to serve as once again as Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, and at the same time being able to serve for 3 months as official capacity Schools Division Superintendent. Now I was returned back to Catbalogan once more as the YC Schools Division Superintendent, and after a year and 3 months I was moved once again by no less than our Secretary Sara Duterte to Northern Samar. But originally I was not planned for Northern Samar. I was actually about to serve Samar Division, but in just few days time, I was surprised upon receiving the order of our Secretary Sara Duterte, the Vice President herself, that I should be in Northern Samar for a very important mission. So I guess that's my life as a public servant, and we are all public servants, and we all have the right to perform, discharge our duties and responsibilities so well, so that people will give us that kind of appreciation and accolade, perhaps the legacy that we shall be living on as far as our jobs are concerned. But before I get started, I would like to greet my morning greetings, warm morning greetings to Police Colonel Alfredo Tadefa, our Provincial Director, sir. Of course, the one who introduced me, Police Captain Mian Rivera, ma'am, the Deputy Chief, and of course, who else? Police Captain Nonsha Formaran, ma'am, thank you. And all of you who are around, our visitors, all of you, our peace officers of the country, maupay nga aga ay matanan. You know, we all play in the same government. We belong to one democratic government, and that we are all duty bound to perform our duties and responsibilities to the fullest, with full commitment and dedication to serve, just like what you mentioned, the virtues of being a police officer, and that you are guided by the principle of honesty, tolerance, perseverance, persistence, loyalty to serve the Republic of the Philippines, and to top it all, the morality of being a policeman, because for so many a time, it cannot be denied that the organization has been stained by some members of the organization. However, we will not magnify those things because they're just few, in the organization. 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 cannot ruin the morale of the organization. That's why I salute every one of you here for performing your duties and responsibilities despite the so many gigantic challenges you are facing now and even in the future. So congratulations to all of you po, and to all the awardees who have just received the commendation, your awards. Let it not end there, but instead, It should even propel you more to perform, to demonstrate, to manifest that vigor, that endurance, that enthusiasm to better serve the public. Because after all, we are all public officers, and as civil servants, we do care in saying that public office is a public trust. Kaya nga po, hindi natin dapat bigyan ng stain ang ating organization, be that in DepEd like ours, because even it's admitted that even in the Department of Education right now, particularly in Northern Samar, there are so many pressing issues, but it's up to the management level if it will be magnified. Maraming mga issue po sa amin, sa aming mga kaguruan, even from among our ranks, from the school heads, from top to bottom or top to down, that seemingly may mga issues din kami. Pero kami po ay talagang envisioning to produce quality graduates, and that we are envisioning to develop a holistic individual, our learners, that they shall embrace the changes that is happening around, particularly now that we are in the age of the fourth industrial revolution. Even from among your end, you are facing gigantic challenges in the Internet of Things. That's why ang mga bagong mag-a-apply lang ngayon, wala na silang lugar kung hindi sila marunong sa information communication technology, because this is part of the mantra of every organization, all operating agencies of the government, that its employees, rank and file, should embrace the changes that are happening around, particularly with the influence of the social media. So kami nga sa DepEd po, ngayon magkakaroon kami ng panibagong recruitment and selection from among our teacher applicants. We have a new merit selection plan that is going to be implemented after this school year. That's why nagpatawag na po ako ng selection process that shall be used, the output of that shall be used by the school year 2023 onwards. Kasi panibago na namang pagsubok ang nakasaad doon sa ating mga aplikante sa pagiging guro. And it's not easy becoming an educator. Now, what I want to give as part of the inspiration from among your end, I understand where you are coming from, because I am also a trained reservist of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, and I'm just awaiting my commissionship. It's already in process, and I am expecting that I shall be able to receive that in the next few months. Now, DepEd cannot work in isolation. That's for sure. And we need people like you. We need the best partnership and teamwork ever as we serve our public. Because in teamwork, it is important that you help one another, we help one another in achieving our goals. Your goal, your main goal is the provision of peace, orderly, and security of our people in the entire country. DepEd is duty-bound to perform its role for the protection of our children in partnership and in close collaboration with you, our police people, our policemen, our police officers. That's why your role is so significant for us. Even during our big and small events, when I was still the superintendent of Catbalogan City Division, I was so glad that the police officers of Catbalogan City and the provincial office were so responsive and dedicated. Isang sabi ko lang po, isang text ko lang sa kanilang commandant, sa kanilang officer, sinasabi kagad, Sir, dadating po kami dyan. Sigurado po yan. One biggest challenge I have encountered when I actually had launched the Project Hiyum of Catbalogan City Division, which was duly adopted by the provincial government through the Honorable Sherry Antan and the Honorable Michael Tan. The siblings actually have adopted the program I have implemented in Catbalogan City, dubbed as Project Hiyum, where no less than our Honorable Vice President and Secretary Sara Duterte was the guest of honor during that launching. And I was mesmerized. And I really give my salutation and accolades for all the policemen who served during that full wake celebration, because the preparation was not ordinary. Why? Because it was the Vice President herself coming to Catbalogan City. So, how efficient, how effective you were, the members of the policemen, in the spirit of teamwork and collaboration. Those are the keys which propelled the administration of that launching, and the anniversary of the province became successful. Now, most of us think that we work solely for the survival of ourselves and our own industry. Marami ang nag-iisip na, pabayin nila ito hira kay kanan pulis man la ito nga trabaho. Kanan dipid man la ito nga trabaho. Now, what if we think differently? Paano kung ibahin natin ang mga pananaw na ito? Because all of us have the ideas, the people, technologies, institutions, and resources that are required to achieve the common goals are already available. And the task is, how do we engage them and combine them in the new transformational ways? And this is what was enshrined in the partnership book, in the Sustainable Development Goals. Not only for education, but for peace and security of our country. This means that we see the connections and recognize the strengths from among ourselves who are from different industries and agencies in order to achieve our bigger goals. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, umpisa pa lang, DepEd cannot work in isolation. We need you as our productive partners in educating our young boys and girls. Sapagkat during Brigada Eskwela, during emergency situations, during disaster, ang bilis-bilis po naming tawagin kayo. Kaya nga ako, sinasabi ko sa inyo po, na utang na loob ng taga-Department of Education ng ating mga kapulisan ay magiting na nagsisilbi sa kanilang mga kababayan. Hindi lamang dahil sa napipilitan sila, kundi dahil gusto nila, because of the sound and sterling leadership that your immediate superiors are demonstrating and are modeling, and that you are productively engaged for the betterment of public service. Dahil po yan sa ating mga kabataan. Now, our openness to collaborating and working together for a common goal will lead to novel ideas and fresh perspectives. This is my first time actually to attend a ceremony like this. And I think this is deemed significant for the morale of our people. Recognizing in their own little ways and even to bigger and complex ways is so significant for their lives, because they deserve that kind of accolade and appreciation coming from their superior, and eventually that is going to boost the morale not only for the awardee but for the entire organization, dahil mayroon po tayong pagpapahalaga. In DepEd, we call that as pasidungog. We always do that at the end of the school year. year where we provide the awards for the significant contributions that were actually manifested and demonstrated from our teachers up to the principal and supervisor or chief level, and even to the numerous projects that our people in the field are implementing. So we do provide them the awards and recognitions for this responsive, significant contributions they are providing, and the sequel of that is quality education for our young boys and girls. So yung po yung mga mahalagang dapat po natin ma-realize, no, bilang mga public servants. And because despite the challenges, we need to build a culture of peace. And that is only the time where we can live in harmony all together. Di po ba? Yun ang pinakamahalaga, lalo na sa panahon ngayon, no? Na napakaraming mga kabataan, mga kag-anak at iba na nawawala sa tamang landas. Imbis na sila po ay tumulong sa ating gobyerno, sila pa po ang nag-uudyok para sumama sa makakaliwa na grupo. Kaya nga po, sa DepEd, hindi lamang po kami nag-educate based on the cognitional experience of our children. We do educate them in terms of how they can prevent these mal-influences coming from the outside sector of our society. No? On record, marami na po ang umakyat sa bundok. Marahil hindi ko rin silang masisisi ng lubusan sapagkat may kanya-kanya silang dahilan. But what is important is we recognize this issue, and this is a gigantic concern that with the spirit of teamwork and collaboration from among our end, nothing is going to be impossible. We shall conquer all these issues, these maladies of our country. Nandiyan po yung drug addiction, nandiyan po yung mga sexual assault, no, sa ating mga kabataan, nandiyan yung mga pagmamaltrato sa mga kabataan. So nandiyan po kayo, alam ko, palagi kayong nakaantabay para sa pagserbisyo at ikalulutas ng mga issues na ito sa ating society. So to top it all, I would like to offer again my warm congratulations to our Police Colonel Alfredo Tadefa, the Provincial Director of Northern Samar Police Provincial Office, and your team, sir. At ako po'y humahanga sa inyo. Napakalinis po ng ating immediate environment, no? Ako pinapansin ko kaagad yan kung saan ako nagpupunta, sapagkat not because I am in the health profession, but because I am an executive that really looks into the not only the physical aspect but also the mental aspect of our people. So salamat po sa inyong mga pagpupunyagi, at naway pagpalain po kayo palagi ng Panginoon. At kami po rin sa DepEd, lalo na ako, humihingi din po ako ng inyong mga dasal, sapagkat kung ang anak ko ay 5 lang, ang anak ko po dito sa Northern Samar ay mahigit 200,000 ang aking mga anak. Kaya nga bibihira na po ako makauwi. Kung ako ay may 1,500 lamang na personahe sa Catalogan City Division when I was their schools division superintendent, now I have more than 10,000 employees in Northern Samar Division. How gigantic these assignments are, no, for an executive like me. But of course, guided and by the Lord, no, through His wisdom, I am pretty sure that I shall conquer all these challenges, even from among your end. Before I end up this short message, I would like to emphasize that for you to become successful, sabi sa Biblia, if you want to be the first, you should be the last. Diba? If you want to be the first, that's so philosophical, no? So kailangan lang talaga ang matuto tayo na magdala sa sitwasyon, no, We don't act with arrogance. We don't act with superiority. No? But we act through teamwork, collaboration, and the virtues of honesty, love, commitment, passion to serve. These are all the things that every one of you and all of us should imbibe as a public servant so that we become successful. Finally, I would like to cite the book of Galatians, which says, "Don't be weary in doing good, for at the proper time you shall harvest the rewards of your hard work." Pero po, may kondisyon na ibinigay si Lord sa atin. If you don't give up. Mapay nga aga. Good morning to everyone. And once again, thank you so much for the invitation. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Sir Albe, for inspiring and motivating us today. This time, let us witness the presentation of Certificate of Appreciation to our guest of honor and speaker. And to present the certificate, once again, we are calling our Provincial Director, and he will be assisted by our DPDA and DPDO. Citation reads, "In grateful acknowledgement of his valid presence and noteworthy contribution as the guest of honor and speaker during the Distinguished Visitors Program coinciding Monday flag raising ceremony, certificate of appreciation is hereby presented to Gaudencio Aljibe Jr., PhD, CESO-VI, OIC ASDS, Schools Division of Northern Samar, given this 15th day of May 2023 at NSPPO Quadrangle, Camp Carlos Delgado, Catarman, Northern Samar. Signed by Police Colonel Alfredo Jaeta Defa, Provincial Director.
Ako, si Eugene Montaño Inano para sa Serbisyo Publiko.